What's up, guys? Benspartanxc here, bringing you our second game review. Yes, guys, if you don't know what this game is, then you are missing out. This is Need for Speed Rivals, guys. I bought this game on disc full price about 8 months ago. So all you guys getting the extended editions for 30 bucks, yeah, you're so lucky. But I also beat the game before you guys, ha ha ha. Yes, this platinum, as well as Far Cry's platinum, was not that hard. It's very simple, which is one of the reasons that this game is so enjoyable to try to platinum, is because there's only a few measly difficult trophies. Otherwise, this game's pretty fun. This game is different from any other racing game on the PS4. This game is different because it's the best. In my opinion, guys, there's no other game that ranks up to Need for Speed Rivals. This game has the similar design of the crew, but other than the crew, what else do we have? Drive Club? Oof, yeesh. This game is a beautiful open world, unbelievable cars, a great point system. Again, though, the fault of many games is it loses on a story. And I wish it had a better story, but racing games rarely do have good stories, so I can't complain. But yes, this game is beautiful, guys. It's very beautiful and the driving. Oopsie, that guy. And let's not forget the pursuits. Now, in my opinion, the way that this game fails is it's just pure difficulty in just driving around. In certain games, you'll get pulled over if you're like, hey, you know, you're causing mischief. Well, you don't even cause mischief in this game. You just drive fast, and any cop that's just wandering around, which, trust me, there are many, they will find you. And you think you escape, but you don't really escape. Because they're always out, and they'll always be able to find you. Which is kind of the frustrating part. Another thing that you may have noticed from me playing, if you're doing a race, or a time trial, or something speed related where you're like, hitting things, you know, it doesn't help you at all. You have to drive in the right lane. Because even then, you cannot swerve out of that truck when you're going this fast. Or like that car. Or this car, because you will wreck and it will slow you down by a lot and it will hurt your car. And your car will lose health. And your health bar is indicated on the right next to my speed gauge. I don't know if that's stupid, I like cars. But otherwise, you gotta watch out, because you'll wreck a lot and it'll be really frustrating. And also, the cops will hurt you a lot, because the cops are much faster for some reason than the fastest cars in the game. If you're playing as a racer. But if you're playing as a cop, the racers will dust you. And you'll be able to catch them some of the time. So it's very I don't like the system. I personally don't. It's not the best. But it's got a great open world. I mean, and fantastic cars. Like, look at this car. The Lamborghini Aventador, I think it's beautiful. It's also got this first-person driving, I guess, first-car driving, which is a little bit weird. But that'll definitely help you when you're driving through the woods at night. Oh boy, those are hard. But I definitely do think the game looks great. It looks the part. The driving is phenomenal, guys. Oh my gosh. The point system, I think, is interesting. You earn points, or SP as they call it, which is what I'm figuring out that most racing games are following. But then you also get the pursuit tech, which I did actually show you, but I didn't use too much of it. Yes, you got oh my gosh, your ESF, your EMP, which is like, what's it called, like ranged, I guess. Jammer, I don't ever use. Shockwaves, which are very important. Stun mines, and turbo. Turbo is very important for speed, especially when you get on the open highway when there's nothing in your way. Multiple beautiful different cars here, guys. Lamborghini Aventador is one of the best. This one is also fabulous. The Lamborghini Venio. This is, I believe, the fastest car in the game, the Pagani Huayra. And we also got this nice McLaren. But if any of you have suffered through the actual Need for Speed movie, one of the first cars you get in the game is the Need for Speed movie car. It's one of the first cars in the game. You get a Porsche. They give you a Porsche Cayman as your first car in the game, and it just gets even better. And then the brand new Corvette Stingray, which I have it sprayed purple and gold, just look nice. That one is a very popular, well-known fast car, and you get it very early in the game too. My second favorite car is the Porsche Spider. I like my matte green, guys. It's just nice. So we're gonna take out the Lamborghini Veneo. We're just gonna drive around a little bit more. As you can see, we have our time trials, interceptors. This is the same thing. We have our races, and what else? We only have. Oh, I just totally went over hot pursuits. Hot pursuits are one of the craziest parts of the game, guys. Hot pursuit. That's an easy one. Oh my goodness. Hot pursuits are probably the craziest thing in the game. It's just cops chasing you combined with a race. And usually, like the cops will initially start with you being there, but, otherwise, yeah, initially the cops will find you anyway because you're racing, but this time in hot pursuits they start with you there. Now this car, oof, boy, this is a beauty. It's just so, look at that thing, look at it shining. This map is beautiful, guys. Just the AIs are really competitive and really good, and they're just driving around on the map, so you can just come up and just like, hey, you want to race? You just race these guys. It's really sweet. The leveling up process is interesting. It gets pretty tedious after a while, but it's like you're doing all the same things anyway. You're doing races and all this crap anyway. And then you have your on-the-go vehicle repairing, which is really nice. This game just has lots of features on the racer point of view, which is what I hope most people will choose, because I personally enjoy racer more, because you just get more variety. But however, on the cop's point of view, you have a much more complete sort of experience as well. So we'll go right to the cops. So we're gonna switch to the cops right about here, guys. Alright, guys, we're heading to the cop career now. As you can see, I just have a bunch of objectives I've already done. The cars, you don't actually have to buy any of the cars, which I think is unbelievable. You just gradually unlock them. It's a much more confusing system. I don't know why I haven't unlocked some of these yet, because I've beaten everything. As you can see, I have 60. I'm a lot harder to earn SP on the cop side, however, although, it shouldn't even matter. You don't even need it. And this is like, so we're just gonna go around. Cops is basically the same thing. They have interceptors, rapid response, which is like getting to a location fast, and then they also have hot pursuits, which, as you can see on the map, those are the craziest thing to do in the cop career, because it's literally like you have to catch and bust. Like, bust means either capture or run or like destroy the cars of like, if it's hard, it's like 6 racers and you get like 80,000 SP for it. It's crazy, guys. It's so much fun. Cops, however, on the other hand, as you see, AI are rough drivers for racing. Cops are rough drivers, as cops will just destroy you off the road. And yeah, as well, this game is just beautiful cars, Let's see, there's a way to turn your siren down. Oh, it's L1. L1, guys, you turn your sirens on, you can just... It's much safer being a cop, as you don't really have as many risks of wrecking. But obviously, your stupid cop buddies are always driving around. And then, oh gosh! There's example number 1. You can't cheat corners, guys, because you want to bet there's going to be cars there, and it's not going to be pretty. Like what just happened. I didn't lose a lot of health, but it does slow down your speed. And there's also these stunt jumps and sprint stuff all around here. So as you can see, I'm really zipping along here now, guys. But yeah. See my cops behind me, and the cops give up so easy when you are a cop, but when when you're a racer, they're like, oh, we're gonna send about the entire friggin' militia against him. So yeah, guys, that's Need for Speed Rivals. Highly would suggest it, although there are some problems that I, like I've mentioned, there's the interesting overpowerment of, the AI is just really not good in this game, guys. So, in the end, we'll use the final verdict for this game. I believe this game is an 8, guys. Racing is not PS4's forte right now. I definitely think they need to get it up in the future, as this is, in my opinion, the best racing game on PS4 as of right now. And I really think that they need to improve. This game gets an 8 because of its fabulous cars, the fact that it's the best racing game, the interesting checkpoint system to leveling up, which I think you see on the right, pursuit tech system, just beautiful cars and beautiful landscape and a beautiful, huge open world environment, which I think is great. But where I think it loses points is the fact that it gets really repetitive, and it's really, really hard to just drive around freely in racer mode. I just think there's too many cops, and unless you're doing a specific event or like drag racing, I don't think cops should really show up. Like there's this guy. Police don't really have to worry about it that often, but like I could hit him and we could start a pursuit. So now we're gonna start a pursuit, but I don't have any pursuit tech on this car, so it's kind of pointless. But it's just, I don't know. I feel like they need to just make it balanced a little bit more. I think it's a little OP as far as the other class. Like when you're playing as a cop, the cops suck. That cop sucks. When you're playing as a racer, the cops are OP. It's annoying. But that's pretty much Need for Speed, guys. It's an 8. If you're into racing games, it's a must-buy, especially now that it's extremely cheap. There's a great soundtrack too, good radio songs I really enjoy. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I hope you stay tuned for more game reviews.